Welcome back, it's Dr. Somji. Today we're going to be talking about something that I'm seeing all over my feeds right now. It's skin flooding. It's super viral, so many different searches for it. People are saying, yeah, this is amazing, this is something really new. Well, I'm going to tell you what it is and whether it's actually worth it, and also how to be careful doing flooding as well. So what is flooding? So, I mean, everyone's definition is very different, but from what I've seen, it's been talking about layering lightweight moisturizers similar to kind of like K-beauty trends, so the 7 skin method. So you're layering lightweight moisturizers or hydrophilic molecules such as hyaluronic acid on top of each other. But the key with this is that you don't allow that one layer to absorb. So you apply it you apply one layer, then you apply the other layer before it's even dried, so when it's wet. Who would benefit from this? Well, clearly individuals that have dry, compromised skin or impaired skin barriers would benefit from skin flooding. So, you know, basically for myself, in winter time, my skin gets really dry and compromised. Perhaps I would actually benefit from this. But is it something new? Well, I don't believe so. When we go through the steps of how to do skin flooding and which products that you can use for flooding, because if you're following this channel, and if you're not following this channel, you really should be, then you would know that we talk about these things on nearly every video in terms of the way that we enhance moisture within the skin. But here's step one. So you would clean. Now, if you're going to do flooding, I would clean, I've just picked up the wrong product, but I would clean with something that's a bit more hydrating. So the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser is quite nice. I like other brands as well. So Cetaphil is a good one because it's got cleansers that basically also include things like niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, panthenol, things that can also hydrate the skin. So maybe a creamy base cleanser. This hydrating one from CeraVe is not too bad. From The Ordinary, my favorite squalane cleanser is fantastic. So something that just moisturizes even whilst cleansing. That's your step one. And then you want to wash that off, and then whilst the water's still on the skin, you want to introduce hyaluronic acid. And this is skin flooding. This is not Dr. Somji talking to you. This is me telling you what skin flooding is. I don't believe so much on putting hyaluronic acid on wet skin. Yes, the science says that it attracts water, but you have to remember when this product has been formulated and when it's gone through all its testing, i.e. sensitivity to make sure it's dermatologically tested, etc., it's been applied on dry skin. So there's no studies or nothing to tell you that if you apply it to wet skin, whether you won't get irritation or not. But hyaluronic acid, 2% plus B5 with Ordinary is a nice stable one to use. You want to start using the thinner stuff first. So you'd use the HA, this hyaluronic acid first, few drops, massage that into the skin. You can also use polyglutamic acid. There's a fantastic one from the Inky list, which is great at attracting water. So this is the first thing that you want to put on the skin. Hyaluronic acid attracts 1,000 times its weight in water, so you're almost seeding those lower levels with hyaluronic acid so you can gather more moisture as you add on each layer. Once you've done this, you want to move to niacinamide and zinc, which is basically helping with the building blocks of the skin, also helping with your skin barrier and reducing sensitivity. So you're applying HA, then immediately afterwards you want to apply your niacinamide. You've got a few niacinamides that are a bit thicker, like from La Roche-Posay, that you can use afterwards. You've also got the Inky list, hyaluronic acid and niacinamide that you can use as well if you don't like The Ordinary. So don't forget, if you're looking at sort of like the creme de la creme of high street HA, then the Vichy 89, well, you know, legendary HA serum is also quite nice to use as your first hyaluronic acid. And then actually with medical grade stuff, so things that are a bit more sophisticated, you can find mixed molecular weight hyaluronic acid at almost in nice concentrations, also with things like aloe vera and licorice extract, just to soothe the skin. So Eyes Clinical hydrating serum Hyal is very, very good, and I would use that too as well. So once you've put on, I would say maximum 2 serums with HA niacinamide, you want to go to step 3, which is moisturizing. So how are you going to moisturize? Well, let's see. So you can use, again, a daily moisturizer from Cetaphil. This is really nice. It's got hyaluronic acid inside there as well, and it's also dermatologically tested. No nasties in this, no fragrance, no nothing. It's really nice. You can also use this, which is the natural moisturizing factors from The Ordinary, which will work very well with the serum that you put on over the top. It's a nice cream-based formulation, so you can put this on and then you can put even a thicker moisturizer on afterwards. And that's where you might put sometimes the Cetaphil moisturizing lotion, which I don't have here at the moment. You've got the moisturizing lotion as well as a cream from Cetaphil that are great to almost lock in that moisture. So it's different than something like slugging, where you're really going for something that's occlusive. With flooding, it's almost like a lower version of slugging, in that you're just layering lightweight stuff, and the thickest thing you're going to put on is probably a moisturizing cream rather than the Vaseline or Aquaphor that you put on the slugging. If you're acne prone, you still need to be very careful with flooding, because if you're layering these ingredients, you could be layering, especially if there's silicone in there, you could be layering silicone and it can become essentially comedogenic and you can end up with a breakout. But if you're seriously breakout prone and you've got compromised skin, this is not a bad option, and is better and safer than slugging if you're worried about breakouts. But I would say this is the kind of thing that I always tell you guys to do anyway. But if I were you, I would just throw flooding out of the window and say, if you've got dry, compromised skin, just stick to what I've told you, which is cleansing with a hydrating cleanser, preferably a cream-based or gel-based with hyaluronic acid or squalane. Applying HA, and once you apply HA and allow it to absorb and sink in nicely, then just apply a moisturizer, and that's all you need to do. So, you know, it's a trend, but I don't agree with this trend. I agree sometimes with a little bit of slugging on the right skin type, but not with flooding. So my verdict is, don't do it, because I think it's just a trend that won't last. And really, the trend doesn't even mean anything anyway, because if you know your skincare, you'd know about this. So that's my conclusion. Don't flood, just flood safely with the tips that I've given you. If you've got any other questions about any other trends that you want me to talk about or clarify, then just let me know in the comments below. I'll always do my best to answer all the questions that you guys ask me. Sometimes there's too many across all the different platforms. But if you want me to make any special videos, let me know too. Don't forget to subscribe, and more importantly, click that bell. So once you click that bell, you'll be notified with all the new videos that I upload. Thank you so much.